Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my usual weekly technical analysis outlook videos in which I will comment on what I think will happen to some FX crosses and equities. As always, before I begin, I want to clarify that this is not a solicitation or recommendation to enter into long or short positions in the names that I will mention in this video, nor do I have existing positions in them. This is not financial advice, and if you're using this content as a guide to trade, you are doing so at your own risk. Alright, let's start. These are the names that I have covered in past videos, and I will do a quick review on each of them. In the later section of this video, I will also begin covering these new names. I've put in timestamps, so please use them to skip to the names that interest you. In the video on the 20th of September, I highlighted that closing above the Ichimoku cloud would tilt the dollar index into the bullish resumption phase of the falling wedge. The dollar index closed above the cloud on the 7th of October, and upside strength is clear. The falling wedge has a textbook target at 102.52. I also noted the risk of forming another bullish pattern, which is called a double bottom. Now this risk has increased after dollar index rose this week. Closing above the resistance at 100.25 will complete this bullish pattern double bottom that has a textbook target at 104.13. On 20th of September, I noted that I will be convinced that dollar yen has entered the bullish resumption phase only with a close above 148.64. Dollar yen closed above this level on the 24th of September, but failed to hold above it, then rebounded off the Ichimoku cloud, and this is the second time it has rebounded, to hold above it. Dollar yen remains bullish in my view due to a cup and handle bottom that has a textbook target at 157.41. and it is already halfway there. The next move for dollar yen is expected to be lower. Now this move on Friday is the start of 1 to 3 days worth of decline. The reason why I think dollar yen will be lower first reason is price action overextended above the upper Bollinger, and this usually leads to a correction. Number two, we can see that over here on the 6th of October, dollar yen gapped higher. My treatment towards gaps are that they are usually, though not always, partially or fully filled. That means there is a risk of dollar yen falling to 147.05 first, before resuming the upside thereafter. The last time I talked about Sing Ringgit was on the 13th of September, and I said that it remains biased to the downside. Indeed, since then, Sing Ringgit has dipped lower and converged towards the lower Bollinger. Still, a close below 3.2053 is required to complete this head and shoulders top that has a massively lower price target. As noted in the video on the 20th of September, sterling dollar continues to form a head and shoulders top. Sterling dollar closed below the Ichimoku cloud this week, tilting it into a bearish bias. Still, this bearish pattern requires a close below 1.3141 to complete, and if completed, it has a textbook target at 1.25. In a video on the 20th of September, I said that due to the rejection over here at the Ichimoku cloud, Kiwi dollar has likely begun its bearish resumption phase. The downside is now clear, and Kiwi dollar reached a low of 0.5717 over here on the 10th of October. That's about 87% of the head and shoulders top textbook target at 0.5688. I will consider this pattern to be a success, but I will not cease coverage just yet, just to see how much lower Kiwi dollar can fall. The last review I did on dollar INR, that is the Indian rupee, was on the 23rd of August, in which I said that after bouncing off the neckline, dollar INR has entered the bullish resumption phase of the head and shoulders bottom. Since then, dollar INR has advanced, reached a high over here of 88.87 on the 24th of September. That's about 73% of the textbook target at 89.57. I'm satisfied with this pattern, but I will not cease coverage just yet, just to see if dollar INR reaches the textbook target. I last updated on dollar Korean won on the 4th of August and said that it is technically bullish due to a double bottom completion. This cross did not perform as well as I expected, but thankfully did not invalidate the bullish pattern. Dollar Korean won bounced off the Ichimoku cloud over here to extend its advance, and has since reached a high of 1,429.79, which is about 89.3% of the textbook target at 1,434.43. I consider this double bottom to be a success, but I will wait for a few more weeks in case the textbook target is reached before ceasing coverage. I proposed in a video on the 20th of September that dollar stocky may be forming a falling wedge. This bullish pattern was eventually completed over here on the 8th of October. I am now technically bullish on dollar stocky, and the textbook target of this falling wedge is at 10.4244. As with a lot of chart patterns, there are three phases. Dollar stocky just underwent the completion phase, and the next phase is the correction phase. So if dollar stocky declines going forward, it should be viewed as the correction phase. Downside is expected to bounce off supports to enter the bullish resumption phase. Similarly, dollar NOK completed its falling wedge on the 9th of October, and I'm now technically bullish on this cross. The textbook target of this bullish pattern is at 10.7680. I will begin coverage on dollar SGD. I suspect that it is forming a double bottom, a bullish pattern, and closing above 1.30 will complete this bullish pattern that has a textbook target at 1.3290. Price action development has been positive thus far. After several failures to break above the Ichimoku cloud over here, dollar SGD finally managed to break and close above the Ichimoku cloud 3 weeks ago and has since converged towards the upper Bollinger. Let's see if this bullish pattern materializes. That's the end of my sharing. I will give updates to these crosses and names only when there are meaningful development, and in the next video, it will highly likely be on new crosses and new names. If you like what I'm doing, please help me out by giving me a like. Please subscribe and hit the notification button for more videos like this.